You wouldn't want flowers.
Not from another outfit though.
Greetings and salutations, my peoples. It's not that deep. To my left,
We got Adam here.
the
Guys
man,
already
the myth,
know
the
me.
legend.
We were
To
back
my
with
right,
our first episode.
Hamza.
to my right, the man, the myth, the legend as well.
Baby boy, that's my name now.
Hamza. What's the meaning of your name?
Young lion.
Young lion. Why?
Young lion.
Bro? If you get old, you can't use the name anymore.
No, lions never age.
Lions never age.
Lions
We
never
love
age.
that, bro.
We stay young.
We love that. So yeah, guys, we're just here to have a conversation with our man Hamza. Jack of all trades, master of none. What can we say about our man here? He's gonna give us some insights about himself, obviously, his journey in the fight game, fitness, discipline, that sort of stuff. You know, us not that deep. We like to talk about anything and everything, yeah.
Whatever advice we can get, obviously, you know, our golden nuggets always come through to you guys. Like I keep saying, we don't force any of it on you. If you want to pick it up, pick it up. If you want to pick it up, leave it aside. Not a stress, no worries. But Hamza, one thing that's been on my mind is, why did you get into the fight game? Or why do you enjoy it so much?
To be honest with you, I've always been a fan of action movies, you know.
Action
Precisely the Jackie Chan, Jet Li,
Oh,
Bruce Lee.
okay.
It always fascinated me how one guy can take on 10 hours in one spot, you know. So I've always wondered what would it be like for me to learn something like that, you know.
That's Kung Fu, no?
Yeah, yes,
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu. You know, so that's where the love of martial arts actually and fighting came from. The movies, bro.
100%.
And once you got into it, how did it make you feel after that?
You know, like any fighter would say, being in the fight game has given me confidence.
100%.
Because
I was just telling Arden the other day, it's a different level of confidence when you learn how to hurt someone. Obviously, you notice when somebody knows how to fight, right? They won't want to get into an altercation outside of the gym.
100%.
Right? If something happens, somebody bumps you, you know, everybody's quick to like push out their chest and whatnot, right?
Yes.
But the fighters, they're like, you know what? Bro, I'm sorry.
We
you know,
apologize.
100%, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, bro, no stress.
Yes.
Because we know the damage we can do.
100%.
And it's a bit scary having that training that beast and then taming that beast.
No, and you know, I think one of the things that my before boxing, now that you know I do boxing full time now. But before boxing, I used to do karate, Turkish. And Turkish is a full contact karate. There's no gloves, there's no pads. It's bare hands, it's bare feet. And it's full contact, you know. You're not holding back the contact.
100%, yeah.
But the first thing that my instructor used to always say is, if your goal is to hit people, you're in the wrong class. You know.
So then what is the goal?
The goal initially is to defend yourself.
Defend yourself.
Is to defend your family.
Okay.
You know, you're not training to hurt people. You're training to protect people.
Yes.
You know, there's a difference in the two. And I think, for me personally, that is the one thing that has carried me right through. Because you know, if I don't think I've mentioned it to you guys even outside of, you know, the cameras, is that I'm the only boy in the family.
Okay.
I'm the first one and I'm the only boy.
Right.
I've got two sisters and a single mother, so I have to be the one that stands up. And if I do not learn how to defend myself, how can I really defend myself?
100%.
So yeah, that's where it all, you know, derives from.
And that roots down to you being a man,
100%.
basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Learning how to defend your family. I think that's been rooted from like way back.
You know,
it's sort of built into us because we know our fathers used to think like that. Our fathers used to think like that.
It is the masculine way to...
I can't see it being another way.
100%.
I can't see it being any other way.
100%. Nowadays, okay, buy a gun. It's important to keep a gun in one of your homes or whatever the case is.
Nah,
People always say that that's valid, but people they just buy a gun. In my opinion, they buy a gun that protecting my family. Oh, learn how to defend yourself. Learn how to fight hand to hand. You know, the way the old people did. You know?
Imagine someone successfully disarms you with that gun. What are you going to do? They shoot you with the same gun that you came.
You are gone, bro.
See?
Nobody wants to be in a situation
and you know
like
what? One thing is, you're not always going to carry it. You know? There'll be that one day where you forget it. And if it's happened, trouble meets you that day. You're gonna have to use your hands.
100%.
Speaking of you disarming someone, there's a type of martial art I've been. Well, I'm not really sure if it's classified as a martial arts. I'm sure I must have heard it. But I spoke to someone who personally teaches it, and he offered me one free class, obviously to show me about it. It was called Krav Maga. Krav Maga. What's your guys' take on?
That's a very
basically?
the realistic, tactical way of fighting style, if you want to call it that.
Definitely. Do you
It's
think
not
it's
really set into like your karate is a set kind of thing, boxing is a set kind of thing, kickboxing is a set kind of thing. That is just everything in entirety. Hamza, what do you think?
You know, I think Krav Maga is one of those arts that I'd say it's Okinawa. Okinawa basically it's a very old school, it's a traditional way
That's
of
true.
fighting.
Yes, yes,
And it's a close range. It's something you would use when someone's close to
Yes,
you.
100%. Yeah,
At a vulnerable
that's more
state.
elbows and knee strikes.
It's more like real life situation sort of defenses.
Like
I've seen
sort
a
of
few
Someone's got a gun to your head and then how do you
Right.
knife, chokehold, that sort of
stuff
thing.
like that.
See, like this guy explained it in a way. He's like, if in our society now, it's not like the olden days when you are getting. Most of the time when you have to defend yourself, there's a weapon involved, other than your one-on-one conflicts. His opinion is basically the fact that if you know Krav Maga, you don't need to know any other combat sport. In any situation, that's your way out of house invasion, street fight, someone trying to hijack you at night. So I don't know. I personally I don't agree with it. Like it's a good thing to know, but
You know, one thing I've picked up from maybe not every, but many martial artists is they believe that the style that they practice is the best. You know?
definitely.
So, I mean, if you talk about Krav Maga, you're talking about the art that Steven Seagal practiced. You know, in all of his movies, you've never seen him get hit. So I think that's what the idea of
Didn't he do
100%.
Aikido as well?
Oh yeah, he also did Aikido.
Aikido as well.
Aikido,
yeah.
yes.
Yes,
Seen
he
it.
also done Aikido. So you know, it's his personal view. I genuinely think someone who's done kill-shooting can knock anyone in the
100%.
So
Definitely.
yeah, it's his personal view.
Every martial arts, be it boxing or karate or taekwondo or whatever, people always like to compare, right? My take on that is take the best boxer that you can ever produce and put him against the best karate or whoever else, whatever. That fight, because people always want to talk about the outcomes. Oh, karate will beat this year, MMA will beat that day, MMA is the best sport, whatever, jiu-jitsu is the best. Take two high-level athletes, put them together to a fight. They won't fight. Because they know the damage they can do. Both of them won't walk out unscathed.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True. I
So-
see what you're saying. Yeah.
If you take two high-level fighters, be it in any discipline, it's gonna be damaging either way. They're both gonna get hurt. So my take is it's always a tie at the end. It depends. It
Definitely.
depends.
See, the thing is, when it comes to, okay, let's say combat sports in general, I have this idea that, okay, obviously experience matters, right? If I'm training boxing for 2 years and I go up against a fighter that's been training for 5 years, obviously it's weight classes, so more or less power-wise we're the same. There's still a chance for me that I beat that guy with that 3 years more training. Or let's say the fact that we both disciplined every single day we in the gym, we both wanted and carried on straight like that for me for 2 years, and for him it was 5 years straight, he never stopped. And I beat him in a fight. Now, is it fair for me to have an ego about it that I beat this guy, even though we've both been training. We obviously clocked the fundamentals of boxing. Now we're just sharpening our skills. Going forward there, what you guys got to think about that there? Is that just the fighter individually, like I'm just that good at the sport, or does training, discipline, and experience come down to it entirely?
I think discipline plays a big role in that, because a person that's very well disciplined is not going to be very egotistical. Obviously, you have your pride about you as a fighter or whatever, but if you're disciplined enough, you understand, hey, you know what, he's lapsing focus for 1 minute or for 1 second, got me that jab, which won me the fight or something like that. Right? So if you can understand, hey, okay, every fight is different, every person in the fight is different, and they focus levels way, to be honest. Hamza, what do you think about that?
You know, I don't know if you guys have heard the saying that says styles makes fights, which is true. But I like to say discipline makes the fighter.
Yes, yes,
You know, because it's
that.
how disciplined you are that determines what kind of a fighter you become. You know, so it's okay to, you know, tap yourself on the back and be like, you know what, I beat
100%,
an experienced fighter, but discipline should teach you that there's a certain line you don't cross. You know,
100%, 100%.
Mm.
Have you ever thought about quitting?
you know,
Not just karate, not just boxing. Have you ever thought of quitting completely?
when you talk about pitching in general, I'll be honest with you. I think 8 out of 10 times, I'll be honest with you, 8 out of 10 times, I've said that I'm like, nah, you know what? I
don't want to be.
I don't think I can do this anymore. No, like I'm just done. I'm just done.
man.
And it takes you back to discipline, because then again you realize that this is exactly why we do what we do. You know,
100%.
it's exactly why we wake up and we go and, you know, hustle and train and attain this, you know, the tournaments, the fights.
Right.
You know, all of that is what tells you that, you know what, you've been through so much for so many years. You're still alive, you're still here, you didn't die, nothing went wrong. So why stop now?
100%.
You know,
you have the ability. 100%.
Exactly. Maybe the 8 steps coming here was like rough, but it doesn't mean that the 2 steps going forward is going to be rough as well.
100%.
Definitely,
So-
yeah.
But also, it's that discipline has to come with that mental toughness, that mental grit. You gotta have that grit.
You know, when you talk about mental toughness, that is everything.
100%. Especially
Everything. I promise
especially
you.
after, if you're in a fight game now, if you're fighting in front of a crowd, for example, there's always people always view it as a winner and a loser, right? Most of the fighters as well, when they take a loss, they feel that it hits them, which it should, 100%. But some people get to that low point and they stay at that low point. And the champions, their mentality is up. They don't view losses as losses. They view it as opportunities to grow. That's what I think. That's how I am as well. If I lose to someone, I'm feeling okay. I understand why I lost. I feel shit about it, but you know what? I know what I did wrong. I can rectify.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Lessons. Losses are
100%.
just lessons.
100%. So you either win and you learn, or you lose and you learn more.
100%.
That's just my take. on it.
100%. I like that.
Another thing I did want to talk about also is this is something I know personally and a couple of, I'll say, sparring friends. So obviously I've never had any amateur or pro fights under me. It's always just been sparring with the boys, stuff like that, so forth. But it gets intense. Obviously, you know, we take it seriously when you're training with people that you know want to get as good as you. And the question I want to bring to both of you guys, obviously you've been in and out. I'm going with boxing specifically with this.
Yeah, right.
Do you think anger can work in your favor in the sense that you and I are sparring, right? We know we're hitting each other. We're not hitting to really hurt each other, but after a few rounds, it starts getting intense. And now I'm starting to get heated up and angry. I'm like, okay, you're hitting me. I want to hit you hard too. Can that anger be channeled into me getting a win in a match? That's what I want to know personally, because I really feel that anger can be used as a weapon.
Yes and no. I'll tell you why, right? So anger is a very weird feeling you feel. It's very dangerous in a fight for you, because anger, what it does is it kind of alters your judgment and your lapse of focus, right? kind of wavers with that. But if you keep yourself steady-minded, going back to the mental stuff, if you keep yourself steady-minded, you still got that a little bit of rage and frustration inside you. You'll notice yourself pushing more on in a certain round. Hey, you know what? I want to get this back. I want to get this back. I want to get that point back. I want to get that hit. Even if I lose the match, I want to get it. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, in the sense of it can help you if you keep yourself under control. Hamza, you know this as well. If you keep yourself under control, but you're upset as well, it does make your work rate go up, right? You lose control though.
Sure. So it's just about not making that rash decision while you're angry.
Yes,
Sort of putting you in a position where your opponent can take you out.
But it's a very delicate emotion to feel. You have to take it. You have to really think about it. Hamza, I'm sure you.
You know, it's like getting a cooked egg. You know, trust me.
I like this. I like this analogy.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Because you get clipped with a heavy shot during sparring. You're saying to yourself, this is supposed to be a soft sparring, you know? And a couple of times I've been caught with them heavy shots. You're getting frustrated.
On the inside,
So
definitely.
you start to use that to better yourself. So now you know I've got to defend his shots, you know, counter. But when I counter, I'm not countering to hurt him. I'm just saying, hey, listen,
I'm aware.
I'm aware of what's
aware.
going on.
I got it. I'm aware. Sure.
I
You know?
like that. I like that way of thinking.
And-
Definitely.
And that's when you're being cautious with the trick egg. What happens when you're not cautious with it? You get angry, you get frustrated, you start to swing. And what
100%.
happens? You leave yourself more vulnerable. And for me, if I see you do that, fold, clip, fold, clip.
100%.
You start to lose. You understand?
100%.
So
And you can get damaged by the one of those. as
exactly, and
Especially if you sit on a punch.
it's, you know, people wouldn't say it is, but I think it's self-inflicted torture because then
100%.
you're hurting yourself emotionally and you're getting hurt physically, as well. You know,
100%.
so yes and no. But
True.
the moment you start to feel like, okay, I'm getting frustrated, channel, hold,
Hold it.
compose, and then do things correctly.
And how do you deal with that frustration in a fight? Let's say in a ring, probably.
I'll be honest with you. At first, it really got to me, and that's when I lost the fight. Got angry, because you know, I didn't understand what I was doing wrong. Started swinging, started throwing. I wasn't thinking. I was just fighting. I wasn't boxing. I was just fighting. You know, and I lost the fight. What happened is I lost myself in the ring. I lost the fight. Those two that came to fight me, he won before even the fight ended, and he walked away with the win. You know, so it never worked in my favor. And I learned from that the next time I feel that I'm in that particular situation again, I then have to tell myself, you know what, we've been here before. Let's do things differently.
Just 100%
You know?
adapt.
Yeah.
Adapt. The main thing in a fight is to adapt. I don't like to do this in a fight. Ask Adam whenever I spar all the guys, whatever. Or even if I don't tell them this is what I'm doing, I don't like to adapt to how they fight. So I don't want to fight their weaknesses and see their strengths and then go away from their strengths. With me, it's more of a sense of give me your strengths, I'll give you my strengths. Let's bang it out, let's see who wins. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind the size of it, I don't mind the weight class. Bang it out, let's see. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
I'm
put
tough
it in
enough,
the pockets.
and I tell them I'm tough enough. You can really dig into me. It's okay. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna go home 2 days and heal. I'm gonna right back at it.
Hey man, you have to every time after sparring. Every time after sparring.
Dude, those. Oh,
You're gonna go home with
your head hurts like
your friend
It's
is
always the
injured.
headaches. The
There's a
headaches.
slight cut on your lung.
no man.
2 days and you're back at it again. Same thing, you know.
And you know what's
the love
bad?
for it.
When you go to work the next day and people look at you like, hey, you know what? All the like the aunties, I work at Bougie Bear, right? So all these kind, really nice aunties come to me. I do their braces and stuff. It's so nice and sweet. They're like, what happened? They're like, are you okay? What happened? Who hit you? And then you tell them like, no, I was fighting. I was in the ring. I fight professionally. Oh no! Like, how can you do that this way, that way?
You know,
Aunties gonna be aunties, bro.
and you know what, right? As we're talking in general about combat sport, and I think that's what makes it interesting. You know, people never really understand why you do this. Why do you put yourself in a situation where you could get hurt?
Yes, people
You know?
don't understand that.
Because you're telling yourself, I want this. Come and hit me.
Yeah.
You know, come and hit me.
It's not an easy thing to understand.
You know,
Yeah.
so
From most
that's what
people's
makes
point
it
of view.
interesting, and that's what I like about it. You know, I like to think. You know,
Yeah,
even when I'm in the ring, I like to think.
100%.
When you make people think, then I enjoy it. You know, I enjoy doing that.
Yeah, I just had this conversation with Arif. You guys will see him soon. We met at the social recently, the social that just happened, and he was telling me about that people that don't fight and are not into combat sports, they don't understand why we as like people like us like it. They're like, why would you, like you said, like why would you put yourself through that? Go home in pain. They don't understand the feeling, and it's so common now. That's why I try and get all of my whatever group I can into some sort of physical activity. You don't have to fight. That's what I enjoy. That's what Hamza enjoys. That's what Adam enjoys on further road late at night. But yeah, don't touch, don't step on Adam's shoes, quite literally, and don't miss
100%.
his factory jerseys.
You'll know I'm coming for you. I'll get
You'll
one
come for
second.
Oh, it's not that deep. Though.
Yeah, I can't say I really picked up any like serious injuries from fighting, but I want to know from your standpoint, you know, what type of injury do you think puts you out where you're like, hey, you know what, 2 weeks, I'm just taking a break. Obviously, I have this friend, you know, Ace obviously he had a concussion, a really bad concussion, and from boxing, and it happened to him for a second time. The first time he stayed away for like a month, he went back. After the second time, it's like, you know what, I'm gonna step back. Because that's his brain
like
health.
couple of months, I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
I see him training, but I don't see him.
I don't blame him.
He does, he's like, he's
No, 100%.
doesn't want to get back into that sparring, but slowly is.
You know what? Injuries within the fight game, we shouldn't take it personal, right? But anything that has to do with the head, joints, I always advise myself and anyone that, you know what, take a break.
Take a break. In the long run.
Because I promise you, you do not want to say, to toughen up, now no, I'm gonna go back in, and then 2 years from then, you can no longer compete because your body cannot do it anymore.
True, 100%.
You know?
There we go.
And in as much as training and competing is important, I believe resting is as important as well.
100%, yeah.
You know?
Rest recovery, 100%.
So yeah.
But yeah, like Hamza said, head, anything to the head, anything, eyes, nose, brain trauma. It's boxing is, I would say, the most dangerous sport.
Of course.
Because MMA, people have a misconception about it. MMA, you see all blood and everything, you think it's a bit worse. The best way I can explain to you, I saw it. Somebody explained this to me. He took an egg, hit it with a hammer. Egg cracked on the outside, right? Now let's say the egg, egg in an orange. Let's say the egg can heal. The egg will heal on the outside. You hit an orange with a plastic hammer. You won't see any dent on the outside. Inside will be mashed up.
Yes.
Now that is way more dangerous for your head.
Exactly.
Think about it in terms of your head.
Brain health, yeah.
Exactly.
Because with the boxing gloves, it's mostly 12, 16s, 18 sometimes. Not so high, but
professionally, even 8 ounce.
Yeah.
8 ounce.
That's
to 10
scary to
ounces,
me. That is very
you know,
scary. People allow that.
Listen, it's not a soft touch, you know. It's impact. Someone's hitting you with power.
100%.
So
And you think it's a pillow hitting you. People think it's
not a pillow hitting you, right?
To me, it's just the constant fact that MMA, it's all contact sparring. You can get hit anywhere. Boxing, it's just
the head.
head.
There's
No
only
time
one
to
target.
give it a break, you know?
In as much as we hit the body, but I promise you,
The head is
the head is always the target.
Yes,
100%.
Because if you know boxing, the only reason why you hit down is because you want to go
straight
up.
on the
Chop
head.
the body to get top.
Exactly.
100%.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, 100%.
One of my favorites, man.
Hey.
I'm telling you.
Hamza and I, when we sparred a few months back, our head movement was both of us. We couldn't get each other for the longest time. Right? We went 12 rounds. 12 rounds.
We
No
went
words.
12 rounds, yeah.
This so kept me on my toes.
We went
Right?
12
Anyway,
rounds.
we couldn't get our heads. We got dipped now. We said, you know what? I got it up. I said, I didn't say
Pockets.
anything. He noticed. He said, same time.
Pockets.
Same time.
Hey
Pockets.
man, I promise you,
Same
the pocket.
time.
You know what? The pocket is the nicest place to be in,
Oh, 100%.
but also not the nicest place. Because what if you don't know what to do when you're in there? You know when you fall and then it's like, okay, now I know I'm gonna get hit. There's no watch the range distance. No, it's here. It's either this or your head.
You gotta be
Catching it
prepared for it
somewhere.
Gotta be
mentally, to be
prepared.
honest. And what's a good habit to have? Not in a fight, or also in a fight, but also out of a fight as well. What's a good habit to have as an athlete? I don't say as a boxer, but as an athlete.
I think one of the most important things that we humans have forgotten is to be human. You know, and being human means understanding that you have to be kind, especially as an athlete. You know, athletes are people that when you do an athlete, you're looking at someone whose discipline should be on par.
Definitely.
You know, and
That makes it.
the most important aspect of discipline is being kind. And when you're being kind, it means you know when to smile, you know when to sit down, you know when to keep quiet, you know when to move, you know when to do things. You know, you're not just someone who blabbers and blashes out everything at any time. You understand? And I think this is one thing. Like in as much as we're in the fight game and God willingly when we turn pro, we're gonna have to deal with trash talks and all of that. But I'm not a big fan of trash talk. It sells tickets, right? But I'm not a big fan because then it sort of throws away the whole discipline aspect.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why
Destroys
I
the
really
image
love
of a fighter.
Khabib. Khabib was never much of a trash talker.
Not
You know,
at
he
all.
let you talk trash.
Yeah.
He'll do the talking in the cage.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
understand? So I think one of the biggest traits to have as an athlete in general is to be human. To be human.
Be humble and
That,
kind.
humbleness,
Exactly.
definitely.
I never think
hey,
about it like that.
With great power comes great responsibility. You gotta be able to handle what you got in your arsenal. You just go
100%.
around talking trash to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Yeah, you can fight, you can hurt someone, but one day someone's gonna pull out a gun, and there's only so much you can
There's
do. And I've
always going
seen
to
it
be a
happen.
bigger boss. There's always going to be
Definitely.
someone stronger than you, someone better than you.
Like you said, we're only human. There's only so many limits you can go through, and sometimes there's certain situations you just don't have to put yourself in.
Exactly.
Definitely.
That's very true.
That's
very
where
true.
I got a question for both of y'all specifically, and for our fans as well. So obviously it's a big one, the height difference and the weight difference. And I'm taking it away from in-ring fighting. I want to talk more about your confrontations or conflicts that may happen outside of the ring. Someone is being too pushy or looks for a fight with you. Do you now feel at a disadvantage if you're looking at a taller opponent, a bigger opponent? Obviously, they already got that ego. And I'm sure you guys have known that, where people look at you and they underestimate you, whether it be in the ring, out the ring. But mainly I want to go out the ring because that's where there's no rules. This guy is out to get you. Do you now feel that intimidation towards a bigger opponent? And if you do, can you work your way around it? That's what I want to know from both of you guys.
So, my opinion, I'm sure Hamza will agree. First of all, I will say, doesn't matter how big you are, he will still drop you, right? First of all, I just want to put that on the table, right? But
I like the
I will
confidence.
say, there's a lot more caution when you face someone bigger than you, stronger than you, faster than you. There's a lot more caution in the trained fighter's head, right? Obviously, we know being an athlete, let's say being in boxing, size really matters. If 50 kg jabs you with like 50% power, feels like a fly. If 100 kg jabs you, feels more like a bull, you know what I'm saying? And he's not hitting full power. But mass moves mass. Weight is a big thing. But to be honest, it's mostly just we approach that a bit more intellectually.
Yes.
We won't fight with box. You know what I'm saying?
Something just to feed on what he said, right? And what my answer was going to be initially is this is initially outside the ring.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm naturally short, right?
Yes.
And then someone bigger than me, taller than me is now trying to you're the bigger guy on me. Remember, you're not going like he's not approaching someone who's not trained. He's approaching a trained fighter. This is someone who
100%.
is taught how to harm you. So it's different if he's approaching someone who doesn't know how to fight. Because then of course he's gonna be intimidated. He's then gonna be like, you know what, you're making me feel small and I accept that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm gonna fight, but what I'm saying is he needs to understand that whatever he's doing could lead to his downfall.
Definitely.
You know?
I love that.
Very true.
Because
Very true.
initially I would choose to walk away, but if I find the opening and the reason to beat the living hell out of him, I will do it. I mean, look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is the shortest.
He was fighting,
Heavyweight.
Yeah,
and
he
he
was
was fighting people that are over 6 foot and stuff like
And
that.
he was freaking knocking them out in 30
And he was
seconds.
hammering them, bro.
100%.
Insane. That's
So-
why you rather use your strengths to the best of its ability.
Exactly.
You're smaller, you're way faster than any bigger guy. The sense of gravity is way better.
I
So
mean,
you rather be lucky than
Leave Mike Tyson. Mighty Mouse.
Ooh,
That's another
perfect,
perfect
Mighty Mouse.
example.
perfect example.
Technician.
Very, very tiny. But he's got the name Mighty
Yes, 100%.
because he used his height to his advantage.
Definitely.
You see?
He did.
Definitely. I
Mike
love
was
those
what a
answers.
fighter.
Oh.
I got so
What an
sad when he
athlete.
stepped out the ring or the cage. I was so sad.
But at a good time, you know, he
True.
did
I
what he
don't lie.
needed to do. He's proven that he is one of the best in the game. Like
Definitely.
apart from being a good fighter, he's a good person.
100%.
Yeah, it's just doing random side
How do you
quests
think?
now.
How do you think they deal with setbacks? Like the athletes, the professional athletes I'm talking about, Khabib and all of these high class fighters. If you want to go boxing, then
And boxers
Cruz.
as well.
Tank. How do you think they deal with that setbacks?
You know, this is something that I've had to learn from fighting. You know, from losing fights. It's that you are allowed to accept the setback. I'm not saying you are accepting a loss. You are accepting that this was a setback. I need to now take time, sit with myself, and say, listen, this is what happened. It has happened. Something worse could have happened, you know?
Definitely.
But because that did not happen, we move on. So you are allowed, as an athlete, you are allowed to, you know, take a step back and be like, okay, no, that was a flop. That's okay. It happens to anyone and everyone.
100%.
Today was just me. But tomorrow we get back on our feet and then we keep pushing.
100%.
Because-
Like going back to mentality.
I
Like
promise
mentality
you.
is very important. But
You know, everything is here.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
You know, in my last fight, you were there for my last
Yes,
fight,
yes,
right?
sir,
and
yes, sir.
and I'll be honest with you, I fought someone who was very experienced, and I felt from the very first round, I'm not gonna make it. But when I went back to my corner, do you know what my coach Linda told me? Like, listen, it's up here. You give up
I
here
saw
now.
her. I saw her. She
Bro,
was like,
my shoulder clipped after the first round. I couldn't move, and
Shucks.
I'm southpaw. My
"Wait,
strong hand,
jab hand
my,
was-
my my strong hand goes out. I'm like,
Shucks.
coach, I can't do it. My hand is out of place. He's like, it's here. The shoulder is fine. Get in there. And then, in as much as I lost the fight, but I took it to the last round.
100%.
I took it because
100%.
even when I felt like, okay, no man, this is too much.
Kept
In my
them.
head, I was like,
Not
it's not,
giving up.
not yet.
Oh, yes.
I'm still standing.
100%.
So everything is here, bro. I promise you. With life, with fights, with work, with school, anything, it's here.
Why do
You
you
know-
think? Why do you think people struggle with discipline?
Well, it's a hard question, but I'm gonna be honest. It's just straight up distractions, and you just don't want something bad enough. It's like
Hunger.
that's it's just
Hunger,
It's,
yes.
it's simplified, bro. You don't want something bad enough. Like you wake up every day, you don't want to train, but you know you have to fall in love with the training in order for you to continue doing it for the rest of your life. Mike Tyson said it. You gotta love what you hate doing in order to
Exactly.
continue doing it.
Exactly.
There's no other way, and I feel like a lot of
I've
people
seen
just don't want it.
I've seen a picture, and it was hard work, motivation, discipline, and then one above there was hunger. One above that.
Bro, hunger is
It's
everything.
a different. It pushes you differently.
You could be the less skilled fighter in the division, But if you're hungry, you take down any top dog.
There we go.
100%.
I fully agree with that.
100%.
You will take down any. Leave alone the fight game, even at work, bro. You may not be as good as your colleagues, but if you're hungry to know what to do and how to do it, I promise you, you will be the top of the class.
Yeah, definitely.
I was never the top guy in school. I won't lie to you. I was
Okay,
a
none of us.
backseater. I was a
Don't wanna
backseater.
We were
think
sleeping
about
in
it.
back of English.
But
Eating my
came
lunch
to a
at
point
7
where
o'clock.
I said to myself, you know what? I want this now. You know,
100%.
I want this.
It's the hunger.
Come end of the year, we were put with the top guys. Not because we were good, but because we were hungry enough to know that, you know what? I won't let them take everything. I want a bite of that as well.
Definitely.
You know,
and that's
speaking
gonna
about-
take you far.
Mentality and all of these things. What's one habit you guys think someone should start to do? Be it an athlete, be it a normal working person, be it a normal working woman. What's one habit you think that would benefit everybody?
So I personally I live by this motto. I'm not saying I've mastered it yet. It's still a work in progress, but I believe in taking a step a day at a time. I don't like overwhelming myself with anything if I really want to be good. If I'm passionate about something and I want to get really good, it's the concept of starting somewhere. Like for example with boxing, it took me a whole 2 months just to get my footwork right before I even throw a punch. Like I have to finish it day by day. I need to wake up and be like, I'm gonna drill this and drill this and drill this before I even throw my punch. Until I know how to use my feet, then I'm gonna move on to the next bit of it. So that's my advice I'd give to people is just
A step
take
at a
it by
time.
the day. You don't need to worry about in 2 weeks' time how your cross is gonna look or how your jab's gonna look. Wake up on the day, see what you have to do for the day, finish it, and then when it's time to train, make sure you're doing something that's gonna make you better than who you were yesterday. That's all that I can say regarding that, you know.
You know, this guy took my advice, man. I was gonna say the same thing. But you know what, just to add on to that, right? Something that I've been doing, that I've seen has been working is write down your goals. Okay?
Write
And
down
I've
your
heard
goals.
this from a lot
I
of
promise
people.
you know, when I left boarding school, right? I've always been a big fan of boxing. I've always been a big fan of Muhammad Ali. You know, he's always been my mentor. When I left boarding school, I said to myself, I don't know where or who or how, but I've got to start boxing this year. I promise you. And I wrote it down in my diary. This year, learn boxing. I don't know how, it was like YouTube or whatever, but I said I'm gonna start doing boxing, and I wrote it down. And because I wrote it down, I knew that I had something to work towards, you know.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And there are many goals that I've said to myself, I want this, but because I didn't write them down, I didn't have anything to remind me that okay, I actually
have a
do this.
vision.
You
Definitely.
know, I have a vision for this. You know, a
Sure,
vision
sure,
boards
sure.
I think. I'll be
100%.
honest with you. Vision boards I
100%.
think.
Yes,
I have a vision board for everything. Fight camp always. New
Right.
vision board for every fight camp. This is what I want. And I promise you, the moment you start to do that, you start to see the system work for you.
I like that. I fully agree with you.
I've yet to try that.
You know,
Yes,
beginning
sir.
of this year, and this is outside of boxing and outside of fighting. I was working right at an internet cafe, and I'm not gonna say how much I was making. It's embarrassing to say, you know. And I said to myself, before June, before mid-year, I need to have doubled the salary. And I wrote it down in my calendar. I need to have doubled. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I promise you, we are now mid-July. Today's the 14th
Yeah,
of July.
yeah.
Mid-July. That goal was attained 2 months ago. I
Alhamdulillah.
have finally ticked it off
First
to
hand.
say, you know what, it's been done. You know, so when
Vision
you start
board.
to write down goals
Writing down.
and you have your vision board, I promise you, it helps you navigate to what exactly you need to do to achieve that goal that you have.
Nah, definitely. I've heard it many times. I've seen it in
I've never
philosophical
tried it.
philosophical
I've
books.
been too lazy, but that goes against my one motto I stand by is do what you don't want to do. So if I can explain to you guys, is if you're feeling a bit too comfortable sometimes, where it's a bit cold in the morning, now it's winter time, you know, we all got heated blankets. You don't want to get up for morning prayer. You don't want to get up, you know, what I do is I wake up, because I can't get off the bed, I roll off the bed, hit my head on the side table, and then I do push-ups once I hit the floor, right? Just to wake myself up. But then what
That's
I do
crazy.
is I go and have an ice cold shower every morning. Ice cold shower. When I tell you,
It
I'm
wakes you up.
standing.
You know the concept of ice cold
standing like
showers in winter.
Boss.
It's military.
Yeah,
And
I mean, it does wonders for
I
you.
only do it because I don't want to do it. I run. I hate running. I get that pain. Well, I know you know
The
that.
sharp pains, yes.
I get that
I
pain.
promise you, I hate
I
that pain.
hate that pain. But I run because I want to run. David Goggins will tell you to say the same thing. Do what you don't want to do. He hates running, but he's running the most than anyone else.
Mm.
in the
The
world.
man then really broke his bones and all of that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll be honest with you. None of us, none of the boxers that we know ever want to look in the mirror and look at the face injured and bleeding and all of that. But they do it because it's their passion.
100%.
Becomes a part of your
None of them like to look ugly,
100%.
but they sacrifice the good looks for that lifestyle, you know.
Sure. Just shows the dedication, huh?
Dedication
my
is
advice would
everything,
be,
bro.
my advice is just do what you don't want to do. Get comfortable in being uncomfortable.
You know what my advice would be, and this is something that I've recently been telling myself, is the things that I dream of doing, someone else is living that dream. And then when I think about that, and I'm like, oh hell no, there's no way I can be sleeping right now. I've got to be up. I've got to be up.
Definitely. Definitely.
If this was the last message you could give to the world, what would you want them to remember? Doesn't have to be about fighting, doesn't have to be about this, about that. Last message.
What would I want them to remember about me, or
No.
just
If you could say something to help someone or to help the world, what would be the last thing you say?
I'd say hustlers don't stop, they keep going. Just seriously, being stagnant is one of the worst feelings that nobody wants. Like, all of us have goals, whether it's fighting or horse riding or cricket, whatever it may be. You got to do more than what you were doing yesterday if you want to achieve your goal.
A day at a time, a
That's-
step at a time, 100%.
That's all it is. You just can't be in one place for too long. That's the only advice I'd give to anybody, because it's the one simple thing that can work. That's my opinion.
you know? I think I'd be a bit lenient, because my advice would be, life is too short, man. So whatever it is that you're doing, enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Bro,
Sweet.
if you don't enjoy what you do, you'll never get it right.
100%. You
You'll never
live a boring, not
So,
fulfilling life.
just live, bro. Just
100%.
live. Whether you're an accountant, you're a lawyer, you're a teacher, just enjoy it, man. And I promise you, life becomes so much easier to live.
100%, huh?
Yeah, I think
Gotta be good to yourself, otherwise who will?
100%.
Exactly.
Or-
Exactly.
Okay, guys, so that has brought us to the end of the video. If you guys have made it this far, please like, subscribe, share to your friends, or
Hit that like
Just watch
button,
it for
subscribe.
laughs and
I will
education.
box you.
We will be dropping our man Hamza's Instagram after this video. Please check him
100%,
out,
sir.
and we're looking forward to our next shoot. We should be announcing it soon, but obviously we are looking to bring on our guests. We met Hamza, our first guest here today.
Man,
But yeah, that's us from Not That
it's been
Deep,
an
guys.
honor. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.